Women in their 40s that are child-free by choice are speaking up and they're saying that they're not miserable. Contrary to the narrative that society keeps pushing on them, they are not miserable. As a matter of fact, they're enjoying their lives. Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's your girl Joy. Thank you guys for tuning in once again. Last week or 2 weeks ago, I shared a video on Child Free by Choice Gen X women, and y'all loved that video. I know y'all loved that video because I read the comments and the comments were just beautiful. I loved every one of your comments. Shout out to all the Gen X Child Free by Choice women. Y'all rock, y'all are pillars, y'all are amazing. But today I came across some videos of child free by choice women in their 40s. Like, I want us to hear from them. Like, society keeps pushing this narrative that they are miserable, that oh, they're not fulfilled, they're not living happy lives. But well, I think the opposite is the case. Let's watch these few clips together.
If you think the worst possible outcome is having to spend time by yourself, please go to therapy. People will take this concept of having to spend time by yourself and act like it's the worst possible outcome. Whether that's eating alone, traveling alone, going to the movies alone, you're gonna end up alone with 2 cats. Some of my greatest memories have come from my solo trips. My idea of recharging my batteries is spending time by myself. I am my favorite person to hang out with.
You know, what I've come to understand is so many people are miserable in their lives that they try to project that misery onto others. At the same time, so many people do not know how to be accommodating to people in this life. Come on. Can you be open-minded? A lot of people are not open-minded enough to know that their own part is not the only part to happiness, to life, to living a fulfilled life. And that is what being closed-minded literally means. Anything you don't understand automatically becomes wrong. People need to be more open-minded and understand that there is just not one way to life. The fact that you're scared of being alone does not mean that another person is scared to be alone. The fact that you've not learned to love your own company, to do things with yourself and be happy, does not invalidate another person that is comfortable doing things by themselves alone without their kids. A lot of people still need to educate themselves more about life. I feel like the beauty of life is the fact that we all get to live different lives, different unique lifestyles that is authentic to each one of us, that makes us happy. I feel like that's the beauty of life. And we are all allowed to explore life in the way that we understand, in the way that we please. That is the beauty of life. There is no one way to life. A lot of people have not come to understand that motherhood is just another part of life. There are lots of other options that also equate fulfillment and happiness for a woman. I feel like this is just plainly projection of your own fears. You know, so many women did not get to explore life outside of motherhood. They just grew up, and before they could discover themselves, before they could know themselves or enjoy or explore life, they just got into motherhood, and that's all they know. That's what gives them fulfillment. To them, that is fulfillment. To them, that's the reason why they live, breathe, their kids, their husband. Any other woman that is living life outside of that is doing it the wrong way, is miserable to their own understanding. So yeah, like, ladies, world, I implore us to be more open-minded. There is no one way to life. Believe me. Life is bigger than all of us. There are lots of other lifestyle that give people fulfillment outside of what you know. Let's keep on watching.
You know, I made a very intentional decision in my mid-20s to not have kids. And today, in my mid-40s, I can say with my whole chest that that's one of the best decisions I've ever made. For me to come online and talk about having a child-free life, my time being my time, my money being my money, and not having to put so much emotional labor into raising children is my own personal experience, and this is not me bashing or invalidating moms in any way. I'm living life on my terms. You guys should be proud of me that we live in a world today where women can make their own decisions, because there was a time that we couldn't. So instead of being upset about my decision and the fact that I'm happy about it, you should be proud. But instead you're mad. You do you, and I'm gonna do me. And I'm gonna keep telling the younger generation of women, you don't have to have kids to be happy.
Shout out to that auntie because she looks fabulous. And basically, this is what life is about. Let people live life on their terms. Let people explore and do what they feel like is best for them. As we can see, she's happy in her life. It's not everybody that would have the time or the energy to come and be nurturing. Not everybody that has motherly instincts. And it's okay if you don't have it. We should learn to evolve with the world. So in case a lot of people don't know, the world has evolved. We are in 2026 where women have equal rights to men, where women can go pursue their dreams and make money and explore and travel without a companion, without a chaperone. Enjoy your money and enjoy your life on your terms. I don't see any misery. This seems like a dream life. She looks beautiful, by the way, with her coats all dressed up, accessorized. Like, I love her dressing. I love fashion, yeah. So I love women that dress well. I love women that know their worth. I love women that make money, that live life on their terms, that are audacious, that don't care what people think of them. Life is all about audacity. If you don't have audacity to choose what you want and live the life that you want to live, you won't live a happy life. You won't have the bravery to choose what you actually really want for yourself. If you're a people pleaser, you want to please your parents, and you want acceptance from society, you're never going to do what you want for yourself. You're always going to be caught up in doing what every other person expects of you, and you're going to be unhappy. So life is all about audacity. Life is all about bravery. Explore. Learn to own yourself 100%. Know yourself 100%. Explore yourself 100%. And even if you want to get into motherhood, let it be that it is a decision that is coming from you and you've explored your life and this is really actually what I want to do. That way, there would be no mistakes or there would be no regrets at the end of it. At least even if there's a regret, you would know that you explored your life. At least you enjoyed your life to a very large extent and the decision came from you. So far it's looking so good, don't you think? Yeah, let's keep on watching.
Fulfilled. Baby, it's lit over here. I made a very intentional decision in my mid-20s to not have kids. And today, in my mid-40s, I can say with my whole chest that that's one of the best decisions I've ever made.
You know what's crazy about not having kids? You could literally do anything you want. Like, I was just getting a Dunkin' Donuts light and sweet, by the way, which, by the way, I didn't know that it was 4 sugars. It's a little much for me. However, delish. I was in there and I was thinking, I could just get on a plane and I could move. I could move anywhere I want. I could move to Colorado and I could be a ski instructor. I don't know how to ski. I could learn how to ski and then become a ski instructor. And then I could travel to the Bahamas if I wanted. I could pick up and move and not have responsibilities. And I think it's such a blessing not to have children. I love kids, trust me. I don't want them. I don't want them because I love my freedom. I understand people that always knew that they wanted to have a child. Mm-hmm. Not me. I never once in my life was like, I want a baby. No. And it wasn't like I hate them, because I don't, or I don't want them. It was just like a null, void, neither here nor there feeling, just not even a thought that went through my mind. But now, at my age of 43, single, no children, dating whoever I want, going wherever I want, whenever I want, doing whatever I want, whenever I want to, spending my money on me only. And if you're my friend, you're lucky because I give really good gifts.
Yeah, that's the point. You talked about freedom. If you don't have kids, you have freedom automatically. And you know what's tricky about being 40 and child-free is the fact that in your 30s, people still think you change your mind. But in your 40s, that's when it becomes more serious, because your 40s is when you get into menopause, right? That's when your eggs begin to decrease, for most women at least. So that's where the pressure really comes in. Being in your 40s and child-free is actually that stage in your life where you get the most pressure. So if you're not strong enough in your decision, you are going to get swayed. So we need to understand the kind of pressure that these women go through on a daily, being in their 40s and still remaining child-free. There's a popular saying that says, life begins at 40. That's literally the age where relaxation starts and you're expected to have kids. So the pressure is usually more. So if you're not very sure of your decision, you would crack. People would crack you. They face a lot of pressure, a lot of criticism at this stage in their life. When you're in your 50s, everybody has forgotten about you. They'll see you as a lost cause. There's no going back from there in your 50s. But in your 40s, there's still pressure. At least people will still feel like there's still time. We can still hurry her up. She can still they feel like they can still change your mind, right? Before you lose all your eggs. So yeah, we need to understand from that point of view. And personally, from the clips I've seen so far, I've seen lots of clips. I've not seen anyone in misery. I've not seen anyone that has regretted so far. I've searched and searched to see the ones that have said, oh, they regret their decision. Oh, I wish anyone told me better. Oh, these child-free by choice women are just deceiving me. I have not seen any video like that. Or if you've seen any video like that, kindly tell me in the comment section, because personally I've searched. I've not seen any child-free woman in her 40s, 50s that has come out and said she regrets it. So I would basically say it's all just projection. People project their fears onto other people.
Being childless does not mean that you're unfulfilled. And I was never one of those girls growing up that played with dolls or anything like that. I was artsy and I liked to ride my bike and build sandcastles and play fort and do all those things. So I never was the motherly type. I had dogs in my life. I've cared for pets. It doesn't mean that I'm not nurturing. It doesn't define you. Having children or not having children does not define who you are, especially as a woman. Many men don't want to have children, and that's okay. Why shouldn't it be okay for women not to want them? That doesn't mean I don't like children. I love children. I love their exuberance, their joy, their laughter. But that doesn't mean that I want to be responsible for rearing and raising a child.
That's the part where people get it wrong all the time. They think because you decided to stay child-free that you hate children, you don't have motherly instincts. That's not true. The decision to stay child-free does not take away the love and nurturing nature in you. It does not mean that when you see children, you hate them. I mean, maybe some people may hate children. I don't know. But personally, I do not hate children. As a matter of fact, I actually love kids. I have a very, very soft spot for kids. But it does not take away the fact that I don't think motherhood is a journey I want to venture into. It's just a choice. It's just a matter of choice. It has nothing to do with whether you have motherly instincts. It has nothing to do with hating children or loving children.
Does that make me selfish? Maybe. But I do know one thing. My mother adopted me when she was 47 years old. And if I really, really wanted to raise a child and give a child a good home, I think I would do the same thing.
I always say this to people that ask me, okay, what if you get older and you somehow now want a child then? There are lots of children that just want a mother out there. There are lots of motherless kids, fatherless kids, orphans that are just looking for someone to take care of them. If you change your mind in the future, you can always adopt kids. Come on. There are lots of kids that need help, that need parents. And of course, you're going to be helping society become a better place. That's one of the driving forces for a lot of child-free people, because there are lots of kids that just want a mother out there. So to them, it makes no point to want to bring in your own kid when people on this earth are still suffering, are still going through a lot. There are lots of kids that just want someone to call mother. So yeah, adoption is always an option. It's an open option. In fact, it's one of the best options out there. You can always contribute to society, always help humanity by taking care of the kids that need parents, that their parents are nowhere to be found. You don't have to give birth to them to take care of them. This is how we make the world a better place. So let's watch this clip together.
I think people can't seem to wrap their head around the idea of women leading happy, fulfilled lives without kids or a male attachment. I think they can't wrap their head around that because they just haven't seen examples of it in their real life. But I have, so I'm going to share my childhood experience with you. Because a lot of our exposure to middle-aged women who are single and childless is of the stereotypically old spinster, the miserable, lonely, bitter woman who's full of regret.
Yeah, I feel like This is a very important point I wanted to point out. There are not lots of examples. I appreciate the examples out there, but I wish there were more examples of child-free by choice women out there. I mean, most of the time you only see a few of them online. When you come on social media, you just see a few of them making content here and there. But around you, it's not very common. I mean, it's more common amongst men. But most of the time, it's hard to see a woman that is proudly child-free by choice. I wish there were more examples out there, honestly. But I guess they are gold because they are not easy to find. And this is the reason why a lot of people are scared to publicly declare that they are child-free. This is the reason why a lot of people are scared to be child-free by choice. Trust me, a lot of women want to be child-free, but they are scared. They are scared of being shamed by society because there are not a lot of examples out there because it has not been normalized in our society just yet. I hope that as many women that want to be child-free and are not bold enough to come out because there are not enough examples around them, well, I hope that these online communities and these women we see online, I hope that in seeing these women online, you can at least draw some sort of confidence in yourself and strength because child-free women are rare, just like gold is rare. Rare things are not easily seen. Gold is rare for a reason. Gold is a scarce commodity for a reason. It is quality, and quality things are not easily seen. Child-free women are gold. Child-free women are not easy to come by. And I know most child-free women had to stand alone for a very long time in their lives. So if you want to live your authentic life, you need to learn to stand alone and be confident in yourself and be a one-man soldier and learn to withstand the storm, learn to withstand pressure, learn to stand your ground and live a life that pleases you. Learn to shut off people's voices, learn to be audacious enough to live in your truth. Because I tell you for a truth, you are gold, you are gold, you are rare. It's not easy to come by a child-free woman because most people just do what society expects them to do. But if you're choosing to be different, I tell you, you are gold and you are rare. I tell you, you are an inspiration. They may not tell you. They may try to shame you and they may try to troll you. But I tell you, they admire your confidence. They admire your audacity and they admire your courage. I hope you draw the strength that you need from these women, from these videos that we share online to live in your truth.
So my aunt is in her mid-40s. She's about 45. She has a cute little apartment right in the middle of the city in Toronto. She has a massive network of friends. She has more friends than I do, I swear to God. She's constantly going out with her friends to clubs, to all the events in the city. She's part of communities. She's a fitness girly, so she goes on a lot of yoga retreats. She travels with her friends. And I think there's this a big talking point that a lot of people have been saying is that you need to hurry and have kids and a husband by the time you're 40 because at that age, all of your friends are going to drop you and you're not going to have any friends. They're going to focus on their families and they won't care about you. And I think that's a you problem because, like I said, my aunt has more friends than I do in my 20s. And some of them are also single and childless, but some of them also have families because guess what? Just because you have a family and kids and a husband doesn't mean you have to make them your entire life.
Exactly.
That is toxic. You need to have a life outside of your family. She's about to embark on a 6-week trip to Mexico with her friend. And does she get lonely sometimes? Yeah, everyone gets lonely. People who have kids also get lonely because loneliness isn't about how many people are around you. It's about the quality of the people around you and also just yourself and where you place your value and what fulfills you.
In this life, just do what makes you happy and every other person will be fine. People will adjust. Trust me. People will adjust. They say people regret the things that they never had the balls to do more than the things that they actually did and found out that, oh, it was not for them. So it's better for you to explore and do that thing that you know you genuinely want for yourself than not having the balls to do it at all. They say people are going to be lonely when they don't have children. You know how to make yourself happy by yourself. So why would you let people's opinion get to you and force you into motherhood or force you into a decision that you know you never wanted? Women are usually the least lonely people in this earth because women know how to make friends more than any group of people in this world. Women, we know how to build communities. Women, we know how to be our comforts. We know how to be there for each other. So have friends. I promise you, you're never going to be lonely if you want to be a child-free by choice woman, unless you isolate yourself. But people are always going to be there for you. You're definitely always going to find your people. So yeah, don't let people project their own insecurities, their own fears onto you, because you're the one living your life. They're not living your life. They don't know about your life. They don't know your struggles. They don't know how you want to live your life. They don't know the things that you like about yourself. They don't know that you like your alone time. They don't know what makes you happy. So do what you know that makes you happy, and every other person will be fine at the end of the day. So basically, people that say that child-free by choice women live a miserable life, as you can see, that is a false narrative. That is a false narrative. That is so wrong. Now, and I'm grateful to people that share these kinds of content out there. Let's watch these clips together of some of the lifestyle that I came across on social media.
I'm at the end of my first solo trip in a long time as a 43-year-old child-free girl, and it is so nice to set your own schedule and do whatever you want whenever you want. It's something that I know we never get a chance to do in our real life. So for the last 3 days, I woke up when I wanted, early, late. I ate lunch or not, took a nap when I felt like it.
With all due respect, enjoy your selfish, self-centered, self-serving life. Enjoy always taking the easy way out and doing everything the easy way, never doing anything difficult or meaningful or rewarding or anything worthwhile. And enjoy dying alone.
The hardest things in life will always be the most worthwhile. So if you're that weak, it's probably better that you don't have kids.
And it's a good thing you're smoking hot, but you're going to get old.
That too.
I'm nearly 41, I'm single, I'm child-free, and I've been posting about this for a little while. And the reason I started posting about it was because the adverse reaction that I got from some men on the internet when I just did one post about it. I get a lot of kickback. I get told that I'm lying to other women, that I'm lying to myself, that I haven't fulfilled my only purpose on earth, which obviously, according to some people, a woman's only purpose is to have children, that no man will ever want me, that I'm old and used up, like all of that stuff. But I think what these people don't realise is that I love myself and I love my life, and I am so grateful for the fact that I'm here and I get to enjoy the lovely River Thames, that there is nothing that anyone could say that is going to upset me. And I don't believe you, because that's not how I see life. Hope you have a great day, because I certainly am.
So when people say, what are you doing? You say, things that please me. And they say, toward what end? And you say, pleasure. And they say, but really, what are you working on? And you say, having a good time. And I say, but what do you hope to accomplish? And you say, living happily ever after. And they say, but what do you want to leave as your legacy? And you say, I was a happy one.
So yeah, like I said, do you, and every other person will be fine. Do what works for you, and every other person will adjust. Life is a personal journey. Do not be scared to be alone. Do not be scared of loneliness. Do not be scared to live an authentic life that is true to you. As a child-free by choice woman, you are not alone. You're not going to be miserable. You're not going to regret it if it's your decision, if it's truly what you want for yourself. Like, it's a win-win situation, basically. One thing I want to say is the freedom. Oh my gosh. The freedom is incomparable. If this is what you want for your life, feel free and do what makes you happy. Let the naysayers talk. Let everybody blab. They're going to be fine. And on that note, we've come to the end of this video. I remain your favorite girl, Joy. And in case you're not subscribed to this channel, what are you waiting for? Kindly subscribe to this channel, because we share lots of amazing videos and we talk about amazing and beautiful topics that concern women on this channel. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for rocking with me. I see all your comments. I see all your likes. I see all your support. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. I am really, really grateful to have all of you on this channel. And also, don't forget to share your comments down below in the comment section. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel in case you're not subscribed. Also, share to anyone you think might be interested in this conversation. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Have a blessed day. Bye.